And we're live.
Hey Jim, how are you doing?
Hey, Kary, I'm good. I notice you have an animal on your shirt.
I do, man. Listen, the only reason I'm wearing this thing is because my wife bought it for me as pajamas because I'm not one of those like wildlife people, but I respect them. I respect them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, some people
I
love
don't know if I'm going to say I know what you're saying. You're like, I'm not one of those wildlife people. That could go off in so many.
it could, it
You know,
could. Put
Kary,
it
I
this
think I
way.
know
I
what you
like
meant.
wildlife people. I normally don't wear wildlife on my clothes. Is
Okay.
that better?
All right. That's cool. That's
Okay.
cool. I, on the other hand, raise
You
chickens
love
and
it.
and have 23 chickens. So I'm wearing chickens. That's funny. We're wearing red shirts with animals on them.
I love it. Well, mine could beat yours. The moose could beat the chicken. What do you think?
I know for a fact that the moose could beat my car. So
Hey,
yes,
that's good.
absolutely. I'm fully convinced that you have the superhero animal on your shirt
All
today.
right. It's
Speaking
all
of
good.
superheroes, what are we doing today?
We are unpacking a brand new wizard. We are doing Author Wizard Wednesday, and we have a surprise guest. I love this because it's not theory. I've not talked to this person at least for a month.
Okay.
So this is brand spanking new, super excited, and it's going to help people build their tribe, sell their books. How many authors would that be a good thing? Go ahead, type in good thing if that's helpful for you. Okay, go for it.
Okay. So let's go ahead and have our special guest come on, but let me kind of set the stage. It's one thing, like last week when we did Wizard Wednesday, we demoed one of the scripts, and I think we'll probably demo that script again today, but we're going to demo it from the standpoint of actually having somebody who's not us using it, and then you guys are going to be the judge on whether what's created or not would be helpful or not. So it's one thing, like I said, for us to do it. It's another thing to have somebody who hasn't really ever used these before
Yeah,
to get a result. So that's an important thing.
I love it.
So let's open it up, and we have Miss Tiffany Godfrey is going to be joining us. Let me unmute her.
Hey,
Hello.
Tiffany.
what's up, Tiffany?
Uh-oh, we lost your sound, Tiffany.
You can hear me?
Oh, now
No, we got
I
it
hear you
now.
now.
Okay.
Good.
Good, good,
I
good.
love it.
So we are glad that you are here. I'm sure a lot of the people know who you are from the conference and stuff. And
Yes.
so show us your book and tell us who your audience is.
Well, our latest book is Christian Marriage Coaching in a Box, co-written with my husband, Tiffany Godfrey. And it is for married women who are struggling with insecurity and want to fix their marriage because it's affecting their relationship.
Okay,
I
cool.
love
Now
it.
let me just compliment you on the fact that you have a very clear target audience. You have a very clear message and
Yep.
a very clear promise, which is amazing. That's
That
going
is
to help
good.
a lot.
It's
So
half the
make
battle.
exactly. That's super, super important. So let me ask you a question. What is your question? How could we help you using Author Wizards?
Well, I really want to learn how to really get this book out there, how to share some nuggets so that it will whet people's appetite. So they'll get excited about the book and see their need for it.
Okay.
Ooh, I
All right.
like that. Is that a good definition, Jim, for content marketing? I mean,
I
what?
think it is. Could I share my whiteboard for like 2 minutes and we'll talk
Love
about
it.
it real quick and then we'll jump into the wizards. Is that cool? Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I love little
So
toys.
through the power of my magical whiteboard, basically you got three choices when it comes to getting people's eyeballs on your book. And in the internet marketing world, they call this traffic.
Okay.
And I call it the three B's. You can buy, you can borrow, and you can build. I'm
Mm,
gonna keep this real simple, okay? Buy means you go buy ads. And buying ads to your book, if you just have a book, gets real expensive and it just doesn't really work if you only have a book. If you have a book funnel, but that's for another day. Borrow is basically where you get other people to send you traffic. Typically, that's either friends, or they're affiliates. And those are people that want money for doing that. The long-term way to do it is building. And this is what you call content marketing. And content marketing is basically articles, blog posts, videos. It's content. And the content proves that you know what you're doing. And it's real simple. You give value, and then you invite people to take the next step, which is to check out your book. The value demonstrates the need. I need a new pen for Christmas, Kary, with a moose on it.
I'll get you one.
But the value brings up the need, because you share something with them and go, wow, that's a good article. That really applies to me. And wow, this person's got a book. Let me go check it out. Honest to goodness, that's content marketing in a nutshell. So what you do is was that a good definition?
Oh yeah. And I always tell people, you want to raise their awareness of their need. And that's exactly what you said. Right. It's like if you go to a doctor and you say hi to the doctor and the doctor says, you need chemo. You're going to be like, what the heck is wrong with this doctor? Right?
Just said hi.
Right? But if the doctor says, hey, let's do a test. Oh my gosh, you have a tumor. Now you're saying, help me. And now essentially they can solve your problem. But most people, most readers, they don't know what the cancer in their life is or in their business. But Tiffany, you are sharing an amazing cure for people's cancer that's destroying their marriage. That's why I'm passionate, Jim, and I know why you're passionate about this author wizards, because it's not just about money. Sure, that's awesome, but she's going to save future generations.
Sure,
if people read her book.
Absolutely. So typically, when you're creating content, all right, I'm going to go back to the whiteboard real quick with a new pen. I just want you guys to understand this. This will take a minute.
Okay.
But it's a 3-step process when you're marketing with content. Okay. You have an idea, then you create the content, then you distribute the content. Man, all my pens are losing it.
It's all good.
Okay. So first come up with an idea. Once you got the idea, you create the content, and third, you distribute it. That's it. That's content marketing in a nutshell, guys. I mean, it doesn't have to be complicated. So it all starts with an idea. So how about we do this, Tiffany? Let's jump over into Author Wizards.
Okay.
And let's come up with a cool idea for a a quick tip or something, okay?
Right.
So let's use this one, Content Idea Machine Wizard. So this one's fun. So our topic is Insecurity. See, you know the answer.
She knew that. Oh my gosh. That's good.
Okay. Insecurity, and it's Christian wives.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's all we got to do. So let's come up with some ideas. It's not create a list.
And what Jim's doing, folks, is he's clicking the blue phrase, and it's repopulating with some of the best marketing scripts out there.
I want to use a different one. That's not the one.
Let's use a different one.
Let's use the Daily Content Idea Wizard. I want to use that one instead. Just because I want to. So insecurity again. Target audience is Christian wife. I didn't spell Christian right, but okay.
Okay.
Should Christian be capitalized?
No, listen, you're it's all good.
Let me
ask you a question, Jim. Yeah. As you're doing this, if somebody clicks on the wrong wizard, I'm not saying it was the wrong wizard, but you helped that. You just thought through, this is a better one. And we actually have what's called a recipe in this software where you help people. So if they don't know what the right wizard is,
yes,
we help them out.
That's a great point. We have the wizard recipes on the dashboard.
Cool.
That you can, hey, or the blueprints rather, but it'll show you all the different things, and you can download it as a PDF. And if there's a whole bunch of them, hey, I want to do fast posts on social media and stuff. So yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic.
Okay, so what's a big payoff they want? So my target audience of Christian wives really wants to what?
Mend a broken marriage.
Ooh, dang, that's nice. Mend a broken marriage. Okay. And what is a pain they want to avoid? My target audience of Christian wives really wants to avoid what?
They want to avoid the pain of becoming vulnerable or divorce or divorce.
Getting divorced. Okay.
Divorce. I like that.
We'll just keep it real. And that's the big thing. Just keep it simple. Just don't get wordy with it.
Jim, up there, where it says mend with a D.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
There's probably some Freudian slip for the men, a broken marriage, and it's men's fault. Right. And that's how it works at my house. Okay. So then we click build. So now I like this one right here. We're going to use the shopping cart on that, but with a Christian wife in mind, answer the question, what's a common misconception about how to mend a broken marriage? I like that. Stop me when you see one you like, Tiffany. Advanced insecurity tip. I don't like that. Insecurity trend. What's a tool every Christian wife can use to help them with insecurity?
Yes.
Like that?
That's huge.
Yes.
Okay.
That's good.
So now what we're going to do is, this is our idea. So what we want to do is talk about what's a tool that every Christian wife can use to help them with insecurity. So I think you like that idea. So that's good. Yeah. I can tell. Yeah. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come over here to the content creation, and we're just going to do a single juicy tip wizard. Okay.
Okay.
And we're just going to do a tip about that tool. Well, let me ask you a question. What's the tool you're thinking of? Is it the Bible, or is it, what is it?
The book.
Oh,
She's like, the Bible's good, but my book.
Yeah, that's part of it.
No, I get you.
So let's do this.
Based in the Bible.
So but we're talking about a tool.
In addition to the book, is that what
we
you're
could do?
of?
No, it's fine. I mean, we can do. I'm not trying to shove you into one or the other, but since it's a tool, we have the tool tip content wizard that specifically, anytime you're helping people with a tool, this will help you with that. Now, here's the thing, and I'm gonna stop sharing the screen for just a second. I want to talk about this.
Sure.
Yes, your book is the tool ultimately that's going to help them. But if your article is about your book, then people are like, oh, this is just a pitch.
Okay.
But if you give them a tip, like, okay, I'll just give you an example. I don't want to use the cancer example like Kary used. I'll use a cooking example.
There you go.
So if I share with you how to make amazing fluffy scrambled eggs using a Teflon coated pan, and I tell you all the way, how to do this and make amazing eggs. And then at the end I say, by the way, the pan that I use is the Fluffy Duffy pan maker from Magic Chef, and you can get one here if I'd invite you to check it out. Okay. That's like, oh, okay, that makes perfect. Yeah, I want to do that, as opposed to, hey, here's this pan, it's awesome. Here's why this pan is awesome, and go buy the pan. So
exactly.
What I'm not telling you can't do that, but I'm telling you, is there another tool? Like, is there a tool or a technique from your book
I know
that we could share with people? What's if I asked you, what's the number one tool out of your book that will help people with insecurity? Just tell me off the top of your head real quick. What is it?
Spending quiet time with God. Kary talked about it last week, but that's very important.
Okay, so spending quiet time with God. Mm-hmm. So let's do the tip wizard, and our topic is basically going to be spending quiet time with God. Okay. Yes.
But Jim, this is so important, because I meet authors all the time who don't get that connection. And that's why they come off as spammy or salesy, because they think I got to go right for the sale.
Right.
Instead of saying, here's the principle. And then, oh, by the way, it's in my book.
There's more in my book. And that's really what we're doing here. Is we talked about this last week. It's the why people will end up with a freezer full of stuff from Costco that they don't need.
Yeah, Jimmy Dean sausage.
Dude, I could show you. I have Jimmy Dean sausage rolls they're like 3 years old, but I digress. So let's do this, Tiff. We'll do a tip, And the main topic is still insecurity, right?
Yes.
Okay. And our target audience is still is a Christian wife
Yeah.
and Christian wives, plural.
Yeah.
And this is a tip or a secret. You want to call it a tip, a secret?
A tip. Yeah. Spend quiet time with God.
Okay. So we're gonna get to that in a second. So what's the main big benefit or payoff they want in this topic area? They really wants to what?
They want to save their marriage, overcome insecurity. But the thing is, sometimes they don't know they're insecure. So the main thing is to save your marriage.
Okay, save your marriage. That's perfect. You've got it. They don't know they know what their objective is, but they actually don't know what the root cause is. So that's good.
Yes.
That's good. Okay. So what's something hard or difficult they think they have to do but don't want to do? Some audience is convinced they'll more than likely be forced to what?
Spend hours at a time with God, and it doesn't take that long if you know how to do it properly.
Okay. Spend hours at a time with God trying to do what?
Trying to figure out the next step.
Okay. The next step to save their marriage?
Yes.
To save or fix their marriage. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I like that. Wow, you know this stuff, Tiffany.
Thank you.
She does. Okay, who's the enemy in this group? The real enemy in this situation is what?
Would it be insecurity? Would the enemy? It would be Satan. I mean, in this case, it would be Satan or their past. It could be their past. Let's say their past is eating away at them.
Okay.
That cause the insecurity.
Okay.
I like that. What about also
past experiences creating insecurity?
Yes.
And what about fear?
Huh?
Fear.
You can say fear because that's part of it, because someone could have instilled that in them when they're growing up. Yes.
Okay, so past experiences and fears that create insecurity?
Yes.
Okay. Now the cool thing is what Author Wizards does is it helps you come up with the first draft. So once we get it down, then it's easy to rewrite. The hardest draft ever to get is the first draft. So once we've got it, we can, rewriting's easier. Now, do you have a title for your tip? Say no.
No.
Okay, good. So what we'll do is this will come up with some title ideas for it. So we'll leave this blank. If you had a title idea, we would throw that in there. Do you have a title idea?
No.
Okay, cool. Okay, so now the big idea behind this tip is what? You were saying, spending quality time with God. So now's when you need to tell me this stuff. So the big idea behind this tip is what?
You will find out what God says about you, because your insecurities are saying you're not this, you're not that, but God will tell you who you are. So it will define who you really are as a person. So to help you to see the beauty of who you are. Does that make sense?
Okay, so I like that too, but that's getting down into the big idea. In short, though, the big idea with this tip is God will show you who you truly are.
Your identity. Yes, he will give you your identity.
Okay.
That's good.
Your true identity.
Okay. Okay, so now the big idea, let's get into that. So the big idea here is, give me all that stuff you gave me before.
Okay, so he will tell you that you're beautiful. He will tell you that you are his. He will tell you what other people told you weren't. He will love you in a way that your husband cannot, because so many women put so much pressure on their husbands to be God, and they cannot be that.
Wow.
Okay.
That's good.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, that's cool. So what does that mean? What does this tip mean to them? So this is important to you because it means what?
So it means that they will see themselves in a different way. And when you see yourself in a different way, you will deal with your husband in a different way. And get more confidence. You'll become more confident in yourself instead of trying to get your husband to define who you are.
Okay, that's awesome. Give me that last part again about your husband. I can't type as fast as you're saying it, but you
That's
know
okay.
it. So what is that? Why is that important? It's important because something about your husband.
She'll get the confidence she needs instead of trying to get her husband to give her that confidence. And then dealing with disappointment after disappointment. So
This is so good though. While
This
Jim's
is
typing it out.
this is really good.
Oh yeah. But this is why divorce, one of the reasons why it happens is we look for our spouse to meet all of our needs and they can't.
not.
And then they're frustrated at us.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes. They want you to be Superman when in most cases, men can be Clark Kent. Clark Kent is a great guy, but you cannot be Superman 24/7. That's a guy's job.
So you will get the confidence you need from God instead of looking to your husband to give you that confidence. This is how you get rid of insecurity.
Yes. Yes.
For good in your marriage and in your life.
Yes. Because it exists in other areas, not just the marriage. That's just one area. So that, yes.
All right, that's cool. So what is their action item for this tip? What should they do? Now give them, and if you want to give them some, if you want to give them a couple, 3 things to do, tell them what to do.
Yes. So find a quiet place, get a journal.
Okay.
And just sit quietly and get a Bible, of course. That's important too.
Okay.
But find a quiet place in the morning, preferably because morning, before you start your day, but find a quiet place, get quiet, turn everything off. Just go to a room where it's quiet.
Okay. And do what?
Sit quietly and then start journaling. Sit quietly and ask a question. Write a question. God, how do you see me? And see what he says. See what scripture he may give you. He'll speak because the Bible says my sheep hear my voice. So he's going to talk. The question is, are you listening?
That's good.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now what do we want them to go to at the end of this? We want them to go to your book. What's the title of the book?
Okay. So Christian Marriage Coaching in a Box, how a wife can
Okay,
heal
hang on. Christian Marriage Coaching in a box. Now, you got a subtitle on that. I'm going to get to that in just a second.
Okay.
What's the link where they can get it?
Amazon.
Okay, we'll just put Amazon link in here. You can add that later.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is your book. Okay, now this is where it says headline or big promise. This is where everybody gets all freaked out about. Okay, there's a bunch of different stuff you can do. We got headline wizards and whatnot, but the big thing is most of the time, if you're using a headline, subheadline setup for your book, which I know Kary teaches people to do, that subheadline is usually where the promise is. The title is the identity, and the subtitle, I almost said subheadline, but it's the same thing. The subtitle is where the payoff is. So give me that payoff in that subtitle, Tiffany.
Heal a broken marriage, mend a broken marriage.
Okay. What is your subtitle of the book? You were getting ready to read it to me.
Oh, how a wife can heal from insecurity and mend a broken marriage.
And that's MEND.
I did it this time.
I know you did.
That's
good.
Awesome. I mean, that's perfect. Okay. And we don't know where this is going to end up yet, but it'll be on your blog. So boom, we're going to hit build. So I'm just going to whack a magic tip most Christian wives don't want to know. Insecurity tip every Christian wife needs.
Well, because see, she still doesn't, some women don't want to admit they're insecure.
Okay, that's good. How to save your marriage without being forced to spend hours at a time with God trying to figure out the next step to save or fix your marriage.
I like that because that is edgy. That's going to get people to be like,
what do you mean I shouldn't spend hours with God?
Exactly.
Now it says their marriage, but it could be your marriage. Are you cool with that, Tiffany? Or do you want to? Okay. Yeah. So what I'm going to do on this one is I'm actually going to, and I already see something I'm going to do a little, I tweak these wizards all the time. Next time you see this, there's going to be a little copy button in there, but I'm going to put this up here, and I'm going to
Okay.
change it to your,
Wow.
because it reads better
Mhm.
with that. And I'm going to change it in here too.
Okay.
So now I put that up there. That becomes the title for everything. So how to save your marriage without being forced to spend hours at a time with God trying to figure out the next step to save or fix your marriage. I like that.
Yeah.
So if you're one of the Christian wives who's committed to save your marriage, then pay careful attention to this insecurity tip. If you want to avoid, this tip holds the keys you need if you want to. This is, I mean, you tell me. I mean, you can
It's good.
sit here. So if you're one of the Christian wives committed to save your marriage, and what we can do is we can lock these. So if you were to hit build again and change something, this stuff won't change.
Okay.
So that's what the
Interesting.
lock icons do. So
like
this tip holds the keys you need if you want to avoid having to spend hours of time with God trying to figure out the next step to fix or save your marriage. The big idea here is God will give you your true identity. I like that. What you need to understand about this is God will tell you that you're beautiful and that you are his. He will love you in a way your husband cannot. So many women put so much pressure on their husbands to be God in their lives, but they can't be that. What's important? Let's see. What's important about this is that everyone needs to understand this means you will see yourself in the. As a Christian wife, here's what this means to you. You'll now I'm going to make a suggestion.
Yes.
Where it says you'll see yourself in a different way. Up here, I'm going to say when you lean on God.
Okay.
When you look to God.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah.
For your identity, you will see yourself in a different way.
Yes.
I think that reads better. So the important thing to give this tip is when you look to God first for your identity, you'll see yourself in a different way. And then when you see yourself in a different way, you will then see, if I could spell it, you will then see your husband in a different way. Also.
Put you instead of your. You will.
Yes.
Yep.
Sorry, man. I'm trying to hurry.
You're doing good, man.
Okay, so when you look to God first for your identity, you'll see yourself in a different way. And when you see yourself in a different way, you will then see your husband in a different way also.
That's good.
This tip is very important to every Christian wife because you will get the confidence you need from God instead of looking to your husband to give you that confidence. This is how you get rid of insecurity for good in your marriage and your life as well. For best results here, you should, and then we'll turn this into a bulleted list. Before I forget, if you really want to save your marriage, this new book makes it super easy for you. Check it out here on the Amazon link. So the cool thing is, if we click this, before I forget, this new book explains exactly how a wife can heal from insecurity and mend a broken marriage. Once and for all, grab this amazing book here. So you can see how this will give you different little calls to actions and stuff. Before I forget, this article is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to fixing insecurity. This book, Christian Marriage Coaching in a Box, I just published, gives you the rest of the story and a whole lot more. Grab it here on the Amazon link. And that's good.
I like that one.
So what we can do is you could literally copy this and put it over into your text editor if you want. And that's a cool way of doing it. But the cooler way is to click Get Results, hit the DOCX, and it will automatically turn it into a Word document for you. And then we can edit this real quick. And like this, here's your title. I would.
Bullets.
Yes, you got it. I'm on it, Mom.
I like that.
So we go to sentence case, and then we're gonna turn these into bullets.
Yes.
This is good.
And Tiffany, this helps people with their confidence because many people don't want to go live on a live stream without having a script.
Well, I appreciate that.
Well, and this'll, I mean, at a 2-minute edit, this bad boy's done. I mean, it's a 300-word article. And with all the talking and stuff that we did, if you're one of the Christians, the big idea behind this tip is God will give you, I mean, this is really good. I like this. I mean, but it's not whether I like it or not. Tiffany, would you feel confident with just a quick edit on this? Would you feel confident posting this on your blog, on social media? Would you feel like this is real content?
Very much so. It makes it much easier. It saves a lot of time of me writing a rough draft, a second draft, a third draft. This is it. All I have to do is edit and make some changes, and I'm good.
Awesome.
I'll tell you what, too, Jim. It's fun.
And it
In other
is.
words, half the pain of writing an article is getting yourself motivated to write the article. Because it's like taxes. It sits there and you're like,
yeah.
I got to write an article. But now when you say, oh, I get to click buttons and answer questions,
right,
it literally feeds it to you.
Yeah,
absolutely. And that, honestly, that's a good article. I also want to compliment you, Tiffany. You really know your stuff. You should be 1000% confident. Now I'm talking to you as an author now, and as someone who has a message to share. Listen to me, okay? As someone who has helped well over 100,000 people around the world with their books and with marketing and all that stuff. You have, in my opinion, found your niche with this book. You need to move forward with confidence and no insecurity and total drive that this is where you need to be focusing. This is where you have found your voice. Yep. Just from listening to you, from hearing you speak this is it for you, in my opinion, where you need to be. And you need to roll with this hard.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I think this Author Wizard will help so many people and build their confidence to know that gap is filled of marketing. You can write, but you need to market it. And so many authors don't realize that, but this will give them the confidence they need to do that. So thank you both so much.
Well, thank you. And then the next step is just once you've written it, to get out there and share your message. You got to get it onto Facebook, you got to get it on your blog. You got to get out there in groups that your people are in and start building your platform. But this definitely helped you with that. So,
and Jim, you didn't even share with her you hit the whack the button for the Word, but you could have hit it for the PowerPoint.
Oh yeah. Do you want me to show that real quick?
Created an entire PowerPoint for her.
Do you want to see that real quick?
I do.
Okay. So,
because that's what I like.
I got carried in that. Yeah, we're whacking that button. But we choose this. We choose the PPTX, and this actually will turn this into a PowerPoint presentation that once you have this, it's just opening on one of my like 5 screens. But now this is turned into a PowerPoint. So if you wanted to expand this into a webinar, each one of these could become its own slide, and you could teach a whole class from this. Now we do have wizards in here that help you create a class. I've got some really, really exciting things that are going on where you'll be able to build custom classes and custom presentations. It's already done. I just, I can't give you everything all at once, like be giving the kid Toys R Us for Christmas instead of just a few toys.
There you go.
But yeah, it definitely does that. And one thing I wanted to share with you also, Tiffany, and Kary, you made a great point about, this is fun. This is also fun to do with others. So if you have a friend who is a member of Author Wizards as well, you can go into your saved projects, and I can do something really, really cool. Tiffany's thinking, man, have you thought here, Tiffany, about how could you get your hands on this article?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so what I can do, I go into my saved projects, right? And right here we have Tiffany's article. I can click share. I can copy this, and then I can send this to you in Facebook or in an email. And you, by clicking that link, it will load that project into your Author Wizards account, and then you can edit it and use it from there. It won't affect the original one, but then you'll be able to use it. So that's a neat little feature there to make life easier for you. In fact, I will, since we're on Zoom, I'm going to shoot this over to you right now.
That's huge.
You'll be able to use it.
That's huge. And a lot of our authors have little accountability groups.
Sure.
So by them having their friend in Author Wizards, they can literally say, hey, let's keep each other accountable for an article a week or a live stream a week. and
Right.
boom, now you can share it back and forth. I like that. That's
And
good.
it's fun to jump on like a Zoom or even a Skype together. And if you've got an account, maybe they don't have one yet, but then you guys can get on there together and fill the form out together, just like we did. And they'd be like, hey, what if you said it this way? What if you said it that way? And do it it's collaborative, and it makes it a lot more fun.
Oh yeah.
So
fantastic.
Cool.
Well, Jim, I love this. Tiffany, wow. I think Jim nailed it. You have authority on this topic.
Yes.
Thank you.
And you're thinking the right way, that your book doesn't end with your book. I know you have coaching, you have retreats, you have speaking, you have seminars. I've seen you do vlogging, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you have all these, we call it 18 streams of income, and Author Wizards ties right in and helps you get those 18 out.
Very much so.
I mean, I can see you using some of the stuff in Author Wizards to come up with a cool talk that you go around to churches, even just within an hour drive. I mean, you could build a 6-figure business giving talks at churches about this topic, and then selling your book and some sort of a coaching program along with it. I am serious, Tiffany.
Oh, yeah.
I am serious. The way you're talking about this and the way you're speaking with authority, I'm telling you, this is it for you.
Thank you.
In a good way,
Yeah.
not this is
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. No, but that's true, because everybody says, hey, pastor, go fix my husband for me.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the pastor's like, I can't fix your husband. But you said, look, you need to fix yourself by getting
Right.
quiet with God.
Yes.
That was huge.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, listen, I want to
Excellent.
hear people on Facebook comment. If you think Tiffany nailed it, type in the word Tiffany, give her some love, and hey, maybe you'll even sell a couple books.
There you go. And if you guys who are watching this, those of you who are members of Author Wizards like Tiffany, go in there and use this right now. Be inspired. I mean, you got some time. It's, Thanksgiving.
What was that
tomorrow.
one called?
What's that?
What was that one called? Tell us that wizard one more time.
That's the Single Juicy Tip Wizard.
Ooh, single juicy tip.
Yeah,
wizard.
Single Juicy Tip Wizard.
Okay.
So if you guys, those of you who are members, and we've got hundreds now, go in there and use it. Those of you who are not, you can go to authorwizards.com/special, and you can join now at the founding member rate. And let me tell you, the price is going up.
Definitely.
So don't
Going
mess
up in
around.
2020.
This is, now's the time to act. So just
right.
Great job, Tiffany. And this was a lot of fun. And I hope you guys, I'd be interested in the comments. I mean, it's one, like I said, do you want us to do more of these? Would you like us to pull more people from the community, bring them in, do demos, do little mini lessons, and explain, hey, this is what content marketing really is. Let us know if you want us to bring in more members from the tribe.
I think it'll bless them. It'll get them clearer, and it'll give them a tool as they walk away. So I agree, folks. Thank you, Jim, for doing this, but the ball's in your court now. Your competitors are out there, and trust me, if they get Author Wizards, they're going to have a heyday and a play day inside Author Wizards. So right now, grab it, give yourself a Christmas present, and then tell your loved one, hey, you just bought me this. And I'm excited. So go ahead and do that. But we're going to do this next Wednesday as well. And we have our monthly masterclass coming up only for the members. So let's explain that, Jim. Once a month, only the members. That's where we take a deep dive behind the curtain, and we actually do real-time coaching with the members.
So every month we're gonna address a marketing issue or an author writing issue, the things that you guys are facing specifically in the areas of how to get your books created, how to get your books marketed, how to build your platform, how to build your tribe, how to get people to buy your books from you. I mean, ultimately it comes down to creating a book and getting people to buy it from you. That's ultimately it, because it's not the best writing author, it's the best selling author that makes the money. So we have so many cool things in store for you guys. I mean, this is really the beginning of an amazing journey that we're going to take, not for a week, not for a month, not for a season, but really for a lifetime. We're going to be working together to help you. So we definitely want you to jump on at the beginning, not only because you're going to be able to get everything, but also this is the best it's ever going to be. You're going to look back a year or 2 years from now and go, you know, I almost feel like I'm cheating these people for the little bit that I'm paying for this massive value that I'm getting. So get on there now so you can feel like you cheated me 2 years from now.
Tiffany, last question for you.
Yeah.
How much is your coaching package, your marriage coaching package?
That is a great question.
And even if you don't know, I'm going to make you guess, because you'll get people, trust me, who will say, how much is it, Tiffany?
It is a 10-week process minimum.
Okay.
And I charge $100 an hour.
So it's $1,000. So it's $1,000 for a 10-week, and that's cheaper than a marriage counselor. And trust me, it's cheaper than a divorce. So it is.
That's great sales copy right there.
But I mean, it is.
Yeah.
So check this out. If she sells one person on her coaching package from Author Wizards, she just tripled her money.
Oh yeah.
See what I want you to think?
Okay.
It's $297.
Mm-hmm.
You sell one person in your coaching program, you just tripled your money, and you have this. And that's just one wizard.
Yes.
Do you have a payment plan?
That's why I'm excited.
Do you have a 3-pay?
Yes, it is a prepay, but if they pay up front, they get a discount. So
okay, cool. That's
there
good.
You go.
I mean, anyway, I'm getting into business consulting mode, but that's, I think that's amazing. And I would encourage you, Tiffany, to go make this happen. Seriously.
Yep.
yes.
Good.
Cool.
Well, Jim, I'll see you next Wednesday. And again, authorwizards.com/special.
Right.
That's where people can go right now. If this was helpful for you, share it, tag another author. Us authors need to hang together. And Jim and I will see you next week. Thanks for being here, Tiffany.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Cool. We're good. You did great, Tiffany.